Hey everybody, it's Monday morning and it's got a lot going on today. Real quick, kind of a little off today, but my mom over my shoulder there, it would be her, I believe it was her 63rd birthday. She passed back in 1991. So kind of put the picture up there to kind of remind me. I can see her over my shoulder right now and just kind of remember her today. And that kind of decided what scent I was going to go with. I'm doing the Your Best Face product video now, and I've used 3 of their other products. I've used so far. I've used the Evergreen Trio, used blend number 4, which is sage, red cedar, eucalyptus, and green citrus, and blend number 9, which so far has been my favorite, the lemon, ironbark, rosemary, and Japanese mint. So far been my favorite. And I use those with different oils. I was going to use one of the vetiver base. It's blend number 2 today, but I know it's not a feminine scent, and this is kind of debunking that lavender is only for women. The Lavender Trio, and I'll get into that in a second. Let me go ahead and show the rest of the shave. I'm using my Micromatic Open Comb, and I'm using the yellow mandarin oil from Your Best Face as well. Let me go ahead and I'm going to wet my face real quick. Just a little bit of water. This is a latherless product, for those that aren't familiar. Doesn't take much. You can use the oil as a pre-shave too. I've done that, and I'll get into the differences, but put a little here. And I end up going a little overboard with this. I know I've got way too much there. But, like, I know I've got too much. Wet my fingertips a little bit. And then just rub it in. And this was Daryl Owens, I think it's Owens' last name. He sent me a bunch of product. A while back he had talked on Facebook about lavender and finding people that didn't usually like lavender, and I'm one. And I will say I like this Lavender Trio here. The scent is very nice. And so he offered to send some to people. He ended up asking me to pick out some other scents of his that I was intrigued by. I did that. And a little while later, he sent me all this stuff. And so I've been kind of reviewing it. And normally, you can see it's all ready to go. It's already slick. Normally, I would shave with a product right away and show you guys my first views of it. But this product was so different that I felt I had to kind of treat it a little differently as well. Because I've only used one other brushless product, that's Cremo, and that had a little learning curve for me, and I figured this might, and honestly the curve with this hasn't been bad at all. What I did do is I went ahead and I shaved 3 different times with the stuff in 3 different fashions. First time I did it, I used the oil as a pre-shave, then did the product over top. And did my 3 passes. And when I got done, I used the oil again as a post-shave oil, and then the cream is a 3-in-1. It can be used a pre, a cream, and a post. I then used it as a balm to see how that felt. So the next day, I went ahead, and you can see the product right down here, kind of coming down, so you can see there's product on my face. It's done a good job. Wet my face a little bit, and then you really need less the second time and third pass. There's the inside of the container. You can see really awesome packaging. So I'm gonna dab there, dab there, because there's already product there. The second time I used this, because I've used it consecutive days, was I went ahead, I used the oil to pre-shave again. And then I did in the post shave, I did the cream as normal. And the post shave, I split my face and I used half with oil and then the cream, and then I used half with just the cream to kind of get a feeling for how my post shave felt. What I noticed is the oily side felt oily as expected, and then as the oil dried down, you know, kind of not dried down, but got soaked into my skin more, it ended up matching the overall face of the product, of just the cream. Now what I will say is the day wore on, the side with the oil had a better post shave at the end of the day. During it was kind of 3 phases. Initially, the oily side lost out. And it could also be that I used too much oil, but it just felt too oily. Then, in the middle of the day, they're even. And then later in the evening, to when I got home, I felt the oil side won. So I hope that makes sense. And then yesterday I used the Evergreen Trio with my gem push button, and I found that time I used no oil at all, pre or post, and I just used the cream, kind of like I am now, just to prove to myself, but also so I could speak, in my opinion, knowledgeably of it, that the cream without the oil as a shave product works just fine. And today I picked my Micromatic Open Comb because to a lot of people it's considered an extremely aggressive razor. I find it to be very nice, but I wanted to kind of show it with something that has a perception of a overly aggressive razor. I know John, is it Romanov? I can't remember his last name, but he did it with a straight razor. First one I've seen do on a video with straight razor with your best face. I almost did a head shave with it, but I have no doubt it would do fine. I just didn't. I like to, on my head shaves, to me it's really important to be able to see where I've been. And to have that feedback when I go in the blind spots on the back where I can look and say, okay, there's cream on there, I'm in the right spot. So all 3 methods that I used worked really well. And so, you know, that you can basically treat it any way you want in the way their product is, you know, it comes with these directions on how to use it. Since it is a different style product, a little water down here. Well, a little water because I could see the product too much. It wasn't rubbed in enough. So it kind of comes up to how you want to use it. I will probably, because I'm a huge brush guy, I love the lather building, I'm going to be using the oils, especially this winter. And I'll for sure be using the cream as a balm. And I did in fact shave yesterday, so it's not like I'm running and there is a blade loaded in. Let me just see where I'm at real quick. Just my spot on my chin. I'm gonna go ahead and do my neck and my chin one more time. So I think, really you get to do a lot of different choices. I probably don't even need to use the product again, but I've got enough on, in my pores, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of nice that you've got the system that has so many different ways you can use it, depending on what you want to use or how you're in the mood for that day. I think this stuff is fantastic for travel, for sure. There's no doubt about that. You don't have to worry about if you're a person that, is specifically just trying to do a carry-on and say you're going to buy blades when you get to a place, or you're, minimalist packer. This would definitely be a good product for you. I know they really stress the high quality products they use in here. I'm going to go ahead, and they say just to wipe it off and then go. I still rinse my face because I'm putting product on again. But they say technically I could right now just take a towel, wipe my face, and be good because I have that product in my pores. I do it a little differently. Just my personal way I like to do it. A little cold water. And I don't normally, you guys see me splash a bunch of cold water. With this, I don't. Just a little. I leave a little water on my face. And I'm going to use that yellow mandarin. It's nice because this pump only allows pretty much, it's a regulated amount out. Put one little pump on there. Rub that in. Get it in the mustache too. I've also been using it as that. It's kind of like a help out the mustache, make it a little softer. You can see the oil is in. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to talk about the product for a minute, let that soak in, and then I'll go ahead and put some of the cream over top. Comes with a little, probably just for travel, but I'm keeping it on there because now you can't pump it. So to me that's a cool feature, especially once again if you're traveling, putting it in a bag, you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, this is an awesome product. Like I said, they use a lot of really fine ingredients, from what I can tell, from what other people that actually know what they're talking about have said. The packaging is super cool. I love the look of it all. Small little containers, it's 1.7 ounces. I believe this is 20 some odd dollars. But you really don't need much. You can look, this was brand new, and I barely used any. So this will last you quite a long time. I know I'm not going to talk price per ounce because to me that's not where it's at. It's not, that doesn't matter to me. It's really not good math to begin with. Products are so different in how many uses you get out of something. The oils are also 1.7 ounces. These are, I want to say 70 some odd bucks, but I know Dale runs sales frequently enough as well. But honestly, it's something to check out. They make chapstick too, guys. I'm a chapstick junkie. And I use Soap Commander chapstick. Now I'm using their chapstick. I use store-bought stuff. But I'm really digging the Artisan chapstick. It's I need it all the time. I use chapstick at least once an hour, if not more often. Dry Arizona weather. So to me, they've got a whole bunch of stuff. So check out their product line. So to me, so far, this Lemon Iron Bark blend number 9 has been my favorite. But this Lavender Trio is extremely nice. I'm going to go ahead and start applying some. Wet my hand a little. Don't have to, but I prefer. Rub that in. Once again, I know I used too much there, I can tell, but I'm going to my head as well. So really, definitely check it out. Daryl's really good to talk to about this stuff. He knows his products well, as you know, all artisans should. The product, as you can see, definitely works if it can shave with a straight razor, like John did. The Micromatic open comb, I've used double edges with it. Really, it works. It may sound weird, it's you know, brushless, but the stuff works. And I have had no problem with breaking out. I've been using it now 4 days, I think, offhand. I haven't seen any kind of acne buildup or feeling my skin's been weird with the oils. I clean my face every, you know, my normal daily routine. I shower in the morning, soap it up, and then I shave. It's not like I wash my face at night or anything like that, unless I'm really dirty. So I haven't had to change anything, and I'm seeing no issues at all. My skin has felt exceptionally nice. So the post-shave of this stuff, with or without the oil, is spot on. If honestly, for me to you guys, the oil price would probably deter me at regular price. I know he does it sometimes where it's like 50% off, that kind of stuff. So my suggestion is to my viewers out there, if you're trying to save a little money, buy the cream first. Buy that. Get some chapstick too, believe me. But get the cream. Use that for a while, especially if you're not an oil person. A lot of us aren't. I don't typically use oils, but try the cream. Yeah, it's a little bit pricier, but if you think about it, you buy this for 20 some odd dollars, you're going to buy a tub of other products for 20, 25, 15. So the price ranges are all over the place. We buy stump stuff that's 75, 80 bucks. So it's not a crazy bad price at all. Like I said, the packaging, nice and solid, really cool. I think they've got like 20 some odd cents out there to choose from too. So that's my recommendation. I would just buy the cream. If you're an oil person, definitely buy the oils, they work. But if you want to try their products, buy the cream, kind of introduce yourself to them, see how you respond with that, and then maybe go into the oils. But really, you can't go wrong. And this, I'm giving a lot of this product, I'm sending around to pass around some of my friends. So I'm not keeping a whole lot of it. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, this was given to me. But as you guys know by now, it doesn't change what I think of stuff. And you can see it on my face. I have no weepers, no nothing. Fantastic shave with a razor that's meant to be, and by a lot, feel very aggressive. So if that isn't proof enough to me the product works, take my word for it. If you trust me, which I hope you do. So everybody, gotta get ready for work. God bless. Daryl, once again, thank you very much. And everybody stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.